So, something I've learned from dealing with literal, physical incarnations of Loki, Satan, and Samael themselves, like deadass. I'm being 100% serious. I have come across these beings in the physical in multiple bodies. Long story. But something I've learned, one of their tactics is they love playing you to the point where you start to like kinda sacrifice your own boundaries in a way that makes you feel like you're doing the right thing. Like, they want you to sacrifice your own boundaries by being the bigger person, and then over time you start to actually view them as a friend, and that is the loop they try to get you in. Basically, that's how they start to siphon you. They want you to start viewing them as a friend so that you start to basically let things slide. And the more and more you let slide and you continue to allow them in your energy, you're gonna lose yourself. That's what they want. So these are the kind of people, they want to be your friend, trust me, but they also want to push your boundaries as far as they can. These are the kind of friends that have no chill, basically, but they also are clever about chilling out. Like, they do it in a way to where you won't automatically push them away off rip, especially if you're a good, kind-hearted person, So be wary of these people. But yeah, even if you don't come across the literal physical embodiments of these entities, a lot of lower entities mimic them. And you might come across the actual entity still that I mentioned, because they do have multiple bodies. Like, I'm gonna just be full disclosure with you guys. A lot of these actual forces have a good handful, maybe 2 handfuls worth of vessels that they use. And, on top of that, the multiverse is real. So then you got to deal with parallel versions of these entities coming and going from outside of time itself, from different dimensions. So yeah, there could be like a good 20 Lokis on the planet right now. You know what I'm saying? Like 20 completely different parallel versions. And then they could have like 4 to 5 vessels each. You know what I'm saying? And the Matrix sends in some of these people as literal agents to basically chip away at your boundaries so that you start to doubt yourself, and then you start to succumb to anxiety, depression, dissociation, typical stuff that starseeds go through. So, yeah. Hope this helps. Peace out. Actually, I'm gonna keep going, because the whole reason I started making this video is because I wanted to get into how crazy and how high this goes. This goes into the higher dimensions. Like, I was literally just talking with Samael, and I can tell he's already trying to do the same freaking thing that he did on a physical level with one of his physical vessels that I've come across, but he's trying to do it on a multi-dimensional level with me, like an astral level. If you guys have heard of the astral realms, he's trying to basically give excuses as to why he was an asshole, basically. And I can tell he's trying to make me drop my guard again and view him as a friend again, because he is genuinely helping me now. Like, he switched sides, but he still siphons me. He's still not completely making up for everything in the way that he should be if he truly cared. There's still a lot of things that he is stepping on in my boundaries, but he's taking advantage of my naive, forgiving side to walk over my boundaries. And so the reason I'm making this is because, like, I'm dealing with the real thing. Like, I'm not lying when I say this. Like, I literally know these beings. They're my brothers. I am literally Archangel Barachiel in this universe. I am known as the Galactic Lucifer in a lot of these realms. So I'm connected to a lot of these high-ranking prankster, trickster beings on various levels throughout existence. You know, various soul families. And, like, this is my real life. So if I can figure it out and come across, like, if I can figure out how to deal with them, then hopefully this can help you guys deal with any lower versions of them that may try to come for you, or any lower forces that try to mimic them, you know, and they look up to them trying to be like them. So, or just any matrix attacks in general. But yeah, like, never compromise your boundaries. Like, because I'm glad I made this video, because, like, just talking about it, I'm realizing how he's trying to slither in again and get under. He's trying to, like, make me drop my guard again. And it's just sad. You know, it really is. But this is it. I'm not gonna let it happen again. Because trust me, this dude's a real high-profile, high-ranking demon. Like, he probably knows more about me than I do my own self. So he knows that I'm where I'm at, which makes sense why he's kissing my ass so much now. Like, he's helping me now. And, like, he's been basically helping me understand. He says that we agreed to all of this, and he was testing me in order for me to dive into my shadows or something. And I'm just realizing, like, bro, there's better ways to go about it than that. And, like, I'm realizing he's doing the same tactic that he has done 2 times to me now, on a physical level and a semi-physical astral level, but now he's doing it on, like, a higher celestial level. Like, it's the same thing, and, like, I'm catching it this time. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, after the first time, the physical time, he came to me as, like, a spiritual teacher. And because he was a spiritual teacher that had knowledge, I allowed the fact that he was a spiritual teacher to be an excuse to let him walk over some of my boundaries. And before that, it was a different reason. It was because it was a vessel of his that lived around me, and I just wanted to do something after school, so I used that as an excuse to let that person into my space, you know, just to do stuff. And then after that, now on the highest level, he's doing that again. You know, he's trying to give me a reason to say, well, maybe I should allow him to walk over my boundaries a little bit if it means that I can gather intel. If I can use him, right? It doesn't work. You don't let people walk over your boundaries for any reason. Not even if you think you're playing them. Because you may think you're playing them, but they're the ones still playing you. Take it from someone that's been played. So, hope this helps. Peace out.